What's up guys, it's your boy Brute&Butter, and I'm bringing you a video on The Matrix Online. This game initially released in 2005, and it was very upsetting to me when the servers shut down in 2009. I actually quit World of Warcraft to play this game, back when OG Vanilla was out. What made me want to do a video on The Matrix Online was the fact that I was researching The Matrix Online the other day and found MXOemu.info. And it turns out this badass modder named Rajko is actually recreating The Matrix Online. At the beginning of the game, you're actually offered the choice of the blue pill or the red pill. And if you select the blue pill, you're going to be kicked from the game, while choosing the red pill actually turns you into an operator, just like the Matrix movies. There are 3 factions in the game. These are Zion, the Machines, and the Merovingian. Pretty sure I just butchered the hell out of that last one. 12 years ago, I was 12 playing this game. It's just a lot to apprehend considering I was a 12-year-old trying to understand the lore of the Matrix. The best thing about the Matrix Online was that it was a very tight-knit community. I was in a group called the Seekers of Neo, and we were a Zion-aligned group known as the EPNE Pluribus Neo. And during this roleplay, we were devoted to Neo's legacy and finding Neo. Another sweet thing about the Matrix Online is that all the cutscenes further the events of the Matrix. Therefore, every cutscene you see is actually furthering the events of the movies. Spoiler alert, during this event Morpheus was actually placing bombs around the Matrix, trying to get the machines to return Neo's body to Zion. These bombs were used to show the blue pills the underlying code of the Matrix. All of these main story, cutscene, and lore and backstory can be found on the Matrix Wiki if you guys are curious about any of the story.
It wasn't us. You have as good a chance of finding out who killed him as we do.
They're lying, Niobe!
We'll see. And we'll see justice done.
Niobe thought it was the fault of the machines. However, at this point nobody knows it's actually an assassin made of a corrupted program, which was made of flies. One flaw of the faction system is if you join the machines you couldn't play as an agent. Just one thing that irked me over the years, because agents are badass. This footage you're seeing now is actually from MXOemu and the client that Rajko is working on. As you can see, the character creation that he's working on is actually fully functional, and you can change your hair, change your face, change your skin tone, change your tattoos, change your facial details. Just even playing the character creation in the emulator brings back a lot of nostalgia from when the game first came out. You can see that the clothing and the character models are very reminiscent of the Matrix. The clothes are all kind of like pleather and like futuristic, just like in the movie when they're in the Hellfire Club. If you go on the forums, if you actually try out the Matrix emulator, there are actually codes you can input in the game where you can play Morpheus and like the Oracle and a bunch of different like famous characters from the films. There's also coding for you to change your clothes, because since the game isn't done, as soon as you create your character, you're pretty much max level. And max level is 50 in the Matrix Online, by the way, if you guys didn't know already.
Maybe I can hack a security camera to get a visual. Got it. Picture will be up.
This is some more footage from Rajko's client, and this is exactly what used to happen when you logged into the old Matrix Online. When you log in, everything's getting like coded in sort of, and then everything pops into like reality. It's giving me new player tips, but obviously I'm level 50. And the cool thing about the client is you actually have your hyper jump and hyper sprint abilities, and they are fully functional in the client. So even if you just want to be nostalgic and like relive the good old days of the Matrix Online and just hyper jump around, the client is awesome for that. Now in the client, missions actually are inoperable, so don't try to run any missions in Rajko's client. However, you can go to social hubs and social emotes and /dance do work. Here's some footage from the very last hours of the Matrix Online. Never before have I played an MMO where the community was so tight-knit, especially up to the very last hour of gameplay in the Matrix Online before the server shut down. Shout out to anybody still out there from the Seekers of Neo. If you remember me, my character name was Fip in game. The Matrix Online is very nostalgic to me, as it's one of the very first MMOs that I ever played. So it was very upsetting to me on July 31st, 2009 to get that disconnect notice, knowing that the game was gone and would never be back. Especially at the very last moments when everybody was turning into little balls. They killed us all off simultaneously, and that was the official death of the Matrix Online. I hope you guys enjoyed this throwback video to one of my favorite MMOs of all time. Stay tuned for more content. This is Butter signing out. Peace.